G'day everyone and welcome to another video. Today I'm coming at you from Lake Hume. I'm going to be fishing for the gigantic brown trout that are known to frequent these waters. I haven't done any good so far this season. I've been out a few times and not caught a trout, so yeah, I'm hoping to improve on that. There's been some fantastic reports lately, especially in the Lake Hume Classic. They got quite a few good sized trout there. So yeah, the water's up a little bit, so that's always good. I'm going to be starting off using one rod on the Downrigger, running this 26 gram Pink Panther Tassie Devil behind this eBay Dodger with this pink fish on the slider on that one, and the other rod I'm just going to run a flat line on the surface, a 26 gram bleeding flamingo Tassie Devil, one of John Charles's favourites. So this is the rig that I'm using. I've got two opposing hooks. They're these type size 1 Gamakatsu single lure hooks on a number 3 split ring, and I've got a short section of 20 pound fluorocarbon leader FC rock I use normally, and that goes to this small, very small barrel swivel, which is this type, micro hyper swivel barrel type, size 12. You can get them from Elks a lot of the time. They're not that easy to get, so that's got to be small enough to pass through the center of the Tassie Devil, which they do. Yeah, so I use the heavier line just for that short section. I'm using 8 pound leader the rest of the way, but you tend to get a lot of nicks just above the Tassie Devil, I've found, and I've lost a few fish like that, so I've gone to using a thicker leader just for that short section, so hopefully it's short enough that it doesn't affect the action of the lure too much. It's not exactly finesse fishing, but it doesn't take long to get a nick in the line, and by the time you notice it's there, it's too late. But you can get a small nick. You still get nicks in the line with the 20 pound, but at least it's got a bit of leeway before you have to change it, because it's still going to be stronger than the 8 pound leader. So yeah, that's the way I do it. So to thread the rig onto the Tassie Devil, I use this little tool here that I've made. It's just a bit of wire with a tiny little hook on the end, small enough to fit through the Tassie Devil. So I just stick that through the Tassie Devil, and then I hook on the barrel swivel onto the hook. Should have my glasses on for this, and pull it through like that. The new remote for the XI5 trolling motor is working really well. The old one left the chat on my last fishing trip. I'm using a 6 pound Downrigger ball on the Downrigger, and I'm also using 200 pound braid on the Downrigger instead of the steel cable that comes with the Downrigger, as the steel cable was making a lot more noise in the water, which I felt was putting the fish off. I'm letting out 10 metres of line before I attach it to the Downrigger clip. The further back in the release clip that you put the line, the tighter the release pressure will be. I'm lowering the Downrigger ball down to 5 feet, and then I'm going to attach the slider rig. So this is a closer look at the slider rig. It's got a genuine offshore release clip. I find that the genuine ones, the rubber jaws work a lot better, they grip the line a lot better. So there's two ends of 30-pound mono coming off the release clip. On one end, the shorter end, goes to a small fast attach, but you can put a snap swivel or whatever, and that attaches to your actual leader and then to your lure. And then the other end is a little bit longer, and it goes to like a medium-sized snap swivel, which clips around your line below the release clip, so that when the release clip pulls free, it's still hanging by the swivel around the line, and then that slides down your line until it hits the bottom lure, and then you net the fish. You do tend to get a bit of a tangle when that happens, but that's a small price to pay for having another chance, another lure in the water to catch a fish. All lures have been S-factored up. You should always clip on the snap swivel of the slider rig below the release clip, as the weight will pull it down out of the way. You might notice that I'm looping the line around the jaws. That's because I'm using braided line, and that makes it grip on tight enough to stay on. Starting off at 30 feet. Once you finish lowering the downrigger, you should tighten up your line so there's a little bit of load on the rod, but not enough to pull out from the release clip. Alright, the downrigger's set and the flat line is out. I'm just approaching the Wodonga bridge now. So I'm starting off working along the pylons of the Wodonga bridge. That's always the first port of call. Yeah, so it's not looking too bad weather-wise. Touch wood, the Tallangatta doctor doesn't rear its ugly head. But yeah, it's looking good so far. I try to get my lures as close as I dare to the pylons of the bridge, but you've got to be careful. Well, I've done a full run up and down the bridge without any results, so I'm going to head towards the wheel wall now. We've got the hybrid propulsion system happening here because I'm going into a bit of swell. So yeah, that's the main motor assisting the electric motor. The advantage of that is the electric motor steers for you, keeping you in a straight line. So yeah, the Tallangatta doctor's just starting to appear now. Alright, we're taking out the flat line. The surface temperature is 17.8 degrees, so that's a little bit warm to make me confident of getting a trout on the surface. So I'm going to go to the lead line with the 20 gram Pink Panther Tassie Devil behind a Dodger, and that's going to run off the planer board, which is going to take it out to the side of the boat and run through water that's not disturbed by the boat. I'm going to let out 3 colours, put the planer board on, and then let out another 3 colours. Yes, the Tallangatta doctor's certainly raising its ugly head again. So yeah, you just got to put up with it. It's pretty much an everyday occurrence. The tattle flag indicates when you get a strike. This has to be purchased separately. When you first get the board, it's just fixed. Alright, I'm changing to the Canberra Killer on the lead line rod. Did well at Dartmouth on this colour, so anything's worth a try. I'm just making up a brew here. I'm using my Yeti 532ml Rambler bottle with hotshot cap, as recommended to me by Andrews Outdoors. These things keep your coffee hot for hours, so I haven't seen anything that works as well. And I've already got my 2 sachets of Moccona strong cappuccino in it and some sugar. I also like to put a bit of milk in with it. I'm nearly down to Kookaburra Point now and still no luck. But the good thing is the Tallangatta Doctor is starting to die off a bit, so it's getting a little bit more tolerable now. Alright, we're now trolling with the wind. I've turned around, so now I'm able to just run with the electric motor because we're going with the waves, which is a lot more of a pleasant scenario. Yeah, without the noise of the motor and the vibration. So yeah, they said in the Lake Hume Classic that they didn't get any trout early in the morning, so yeah, let's hope that pattern repeats itself with getting them later in the day. I'm going to change the lure on the slider rig here, but so the slider rig doesn't disengage from the line and slide down to the bottom lure and cause a tangle, I need to wind up the downrigger ball and wind the rod at the same time. Doing it this way means that I don't have to reset the bottom lure into the downrigger release clip. I just have to change the slider rig lure. Alright, I'm trying a different lure on the slider on the downrigger. Still a pink variation. This is an Ampole special, so yeah, hopefully that brings a change of luck. I'm trolling in front of the weir wall here. Conditions are still quite choppy, but nowhere near as bad as it was before. This is probably the roughest spot in the whole lake, I reckon. Oh, yep, on. Finally. Oh, it looks like a good one. He's actually pulled from the cliff. He's a good fish. He is a really good fish. Talk about patience being required. We're finally on. Just when the wind starts to calm down. It's a good fish. I reckon it's on the bottom lure. Felt the weight straight away. Yep, they said they weren't getting them early, and I certainly didn't get anything early. On the 26 gram Tassie Devil, I reckon this is. This is definitely a good fish. I can see the slider coming in. It's getting a little bit close to that lead line for my liking. Damn it. Oh yeah, he's a good fish. Need to get under that lead line. Yeah, baby. I've put in some hours in this lake, I can tell you, this year. This is a good fish. I can see him. He's got a bit of weight to him. He's definitely on the bottom lure. Come to popper. He's a good fish. Yeah, baby. He hasn't put up much of a fight so far. Oh, shit. Making up for lost time now. Just a big leap out of the water. He's a good fish. He's going off. He's going off. Yeah, when they don't initially fight, you've got to be careful. I nearly had him. He didn't like the look of the boat. When you use these long leaders, it can be hard to net the fish. He's a bit of a jumper, this one. Come on, come to popper. Come to popper. Come to popper. Oh yeah, he's a ripper. Yeah, baby! Finally! I've put in so many hours in this lake lately. That is a really nice fish. It's a magnificent fish. Oh yeah, baby. Gotta get these lures out. Just a bit of a tangle here. Alright, got the line clear. Back in the water for a bit. Yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about. Lake Hume goodness. So he's pretty close to 60 centimetres. Yeah, baby! I'd say it's about 8 pound in the net. I can't get a stable weight. So the net weight is 3.26 pound. So yeah, all right. This is why I've got a big net, so it's better for the fish. I think he might be ready to go. He's ready to go. And there he goes. Swam off nicely. Had to revive him a little bit, but woo! Yeah, baby! Nothing better. See a quality fish like that swim away. Alright, I'm going to go back to pink after catching that nice trout on pink, so that's pink on the back on the lead line. Alright, after I caught that fish, I actually turned around and trolled in front of the weir wall and across to the other side, and then back again in front of the wall, and didn't get anything. So now I'm going to change the lead line rod to another Downrigger rod. I've taken out the lead line. I'm not getting any action on that, so I'm going to go to the second Downrigger with the 20 gram pink Daisy Devil and this Dodger that I've done really well on. Yeah, I'm going to lower this down to about 40 feet and have a slider 5 foot above that. The slider is going to be a 26 gram clown. That's one of Trevor Willis's favourite lures. He got a really nice fish somewhere around the 10 pound mark in here on that very same lure, so I might give that a go. Each crank of this Downrigger handle is equivalent to about 1 foot, so I'm lowering it down about 5 cranks so that the slider is going to be 5 foot above the Downrigger ball. We've got some marks on the braid on the Downrigger here, so it's easier for me to know how deep it is because this one hasn't got a counter. So yeah, that's quite saves me running back and forward looking at the sounder. So yeah, it's good to go. I've got a 20 metre drop back on this one. I'm making my way towards the Wodonga Bridge again. I'll probably do another run up and down that, and then I'll probably go back up towards the weir and even to Kookaburra Point again, and then come back. Yeah, once I've caught the one fish, it gives you a lot more confidence to keep going. Alright, we're going to try and cook some sausages here. Not sure how this is going to work. Hopefully this is an improvement on the last time I tried to do this. I've got the cooker up the front of the boat out of the way this time, and cooking it on some baking paper. This saves a lot of washing up. This is John Charles sort of put me onto this. He's a seasoned camper, So yeah, let's hope this works. Now this could be a bit of a test. We've got a bit of a boat wake happening here. Here we go. This was always going to happen. Oh yeah, it's riding that out quite nicely. So I'm hoping cooking these sausages is going to provoke a strike. I'm heading back in front of the weir wall now. So yeah, that's where I got the last one, so hopefully they're going to play the game. So we've got two plain sausages and 2 herb and garlic. I'm not sure which ones are what, but yeah, I'll find out when I eat them. Alright, the snags are done. That's about as good as I can get, I reckon. You can't have the heat down too low because then the flame might go out. But I've already pre-buttered these bits of bread. I've got the sauce, it's all happening. So yeah, bon appetit. And I've got the can of Coke to go with it. Well, I didn't get anything in front of the weir wall. Now I'm getting up towards Kookaburra Point. It's getting quite hot and I've had to crack open another beverage. In case you're wondering, it's a Great Northern Zero. So yeah, I think it's getting close to yibbity time, I think. When you start seeing jet skis, you know it's time to go home. I've decided to persevere for a bit longer. Oh, yep, on! Oh, come to Popper! I don't think this one's huge. Oh no, he's got a bit of go about him. Yep, we're on again. It's just about ready to go home with the onset of that jet ski, but looks like I picked up another one. Patience is a virtue. Yeah, he's got a bit of weight to him now. You would have thought I would have got it right in the middle of cooking those sausages, wouldn't you? I don't think this will be on the slider. I felt the weight straight away. It hasn't really acted that much. You've got to allow for he's going to jump. What have we got here? I think he's on a slider. Oh, it's another ripper of a trout too. He's a similar size to that first one. Definitely quality over quantity today. He's on the slider. Yeah. He's on the pink fish. He's a nice one. I think he's quite as big as the last one, but he's a good fish, so he's a nice fish. Love getting them on the slider. Oh. Oh, he's starting to act up. They come straight in, and then when you get them near the boat, they start to go berserk. Time to pop her. Yeah, baby! Number 2. He's a good fish as well. There he is, Lake Hume goodness. "56 centimeters. £7.5 in the net. He's getting ready to go. There he goes, beautiful. Yeah, baby. Alright, I actually caught that fish on an ampole special, but it's very similar to this one that I'm going to change to now. I'm taking off the 26 gram clown and putting on this 13.5 gram pinkfish, which is very similar to the one I just caught that magnificent trout on. So I've trolled down to Kookaburra Point and turned around. I'm now heading back towards the Wodonga Bridge. Well, I think it's just about yibbity time. How good is this out here? How's the serenity? It's 3:30 in the afternoon and there's no speedboats or jet skis at the moment. I think that'll change a little bit later in the day, but I'm going to get out while the going's good, I think. I've had a great day catching 2 beautiful trout, a 60 centimetre and a 56 centimetre. Yeah, that's pretty good, I reckon. That's broken the drought for me this season, that's for sure. Well, that's a wrap. I ended up trolling from the Wodonga Bridge to Kookaburra Point and back twice. For those that know the area, you'll know that that's a lot of kilometres. I don't tend to go north of the Wodonga Bridge because there's a lot more snags there, and I don't go much further than Kookaburra Point because it gets shallow very quickly unless you go right out into the middle. Yeah, the trout don't come easy in this lake, that's for sure. But when you do get one, there's a good chance it's going to be quite a large fish. Yeah, it took me decades to get my first 4-pound trout, so I've got to be happy with catching 2 trout over 4 pound today. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next adventure.
Do you want to party? Party? 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 Do you want to party? I won't tell nobody. Do you want to party?